incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle Show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know.
From the banks of the Ohio River, there's a look at Paul Brown Stadium here in Cincinnati, Ohio. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Cincinnati Bengals. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. A first carry for Leonard Fournette. And he'll hope that this is not a sign of what's in store as he has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Costello. And he fires one incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the number one thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you... Need to put some heat on it? It helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive.
57, Mike, 57. Hey, Alpha. Hey, check, Mike 57, Mike 57. 3 bud. 57's Mike, Mike 57. Watch the run. Let's go.
From the gun, Costello. Open man is Westbrook, complete. A big one there for the Jags, 18 yards, first down.
A gain of 18 on the play. First down, Jacksonville.
57's the Mike. Hey, exit. Go, dude. Let's go. 57's the Mike. Let's go.
Off play action. Costello rolling to his right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
Jim. You draw Porkers. Check, hot route. Hot. He's checking. Crash. Get it.
To throw again. Costello. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Jayon Brown. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
Let's go. 50, plant. Here we go. Smooth. 57 to Mike. I got you. I got you. Hey. 5. Rap.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Let's go.
At their own 33-yard line.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. The former 2nd-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. Tackle made by Devondre Campbell.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
We own them. 1. 44's the mic. 44's the mic. Hey, here we go. Watch the pass. Smoke. 44's the mic. 3. Coming up to you.
On 2nd and 9. Mariota looking for Perriman there. He's got him. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first. And a nice start there to the aerial attack to pick up the first.
And I think preseason is officially over now. Getting into the groove of the regular season, that's a great way to get started. First drive of the season, what a nice completion.
Fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Got a man open. It's Ross. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Squeeze, double. 49, check 49. 1.
Mariota on first down. Got his man. It's Eifert. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him.
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Joe Mixon, 28 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Extra point try good by Gano. And that makes the score 7-0. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. Now a run on first down is not going to get off the ground as they will get him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 3. Up Up front, the struggles continue for this offense among the line. What can they do? Change the play calling? What?
I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws, some misdirection. You want to run any type of a play that will influence these guys to continue to get upfield and find a way to use that against them and slip things in behind them. So some quick passes could work as well.
Fournette running right, and that is not going to get it done either. Once again, he's stopped behind the line by this Bengals D. A second down play results in a loss of 2 yards. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
Hey, wahoo! Mike 57. Watch his flat, watch his flat. Watch his flat. Now.
Operating from the gun, Costello. That's to his running back, Leonard Fournette. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
Obviously, they didn't get everything they wanted on that completion, but they put themselves in a spot where you've got to at least think about going for it. I know where we are on the field, but still, you've got to think about it, don't you?
That's a 43-yard punt, aided as well by a loss on the return. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. And certainly they'll be hoping to hit pay dirt like they did on the last drive. Got the football back, so a chance to go up 2 scores.
And they haven't been...
And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Josh Allen. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Ready for the second quarter from Cincinnati. It's the Bengals with the football here as they've got it with a second down coming up. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done.
Echo. Mike spoke forward. Here we go. Let's bring it. Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it. Check 9.
Now Mariota going up top. It got his man complete. The 20, 10, and all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Tyler Boyd, 92 yards. And the Bengals strike quickly here for 6 points. Gano the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
First down and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Mike, check, 59. Ready?
2nd and 5. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Jayon Brown picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. A nickel look now for the Bengals as they try to stop them here on third down.
9-4-6-6, pull it high. Hey, Haywood. Kill. Turn it up. Kill. Turn it up. 41 Mike, right here. 41 Mike. Stop your whining. Mike 41. We've got to wedge that, huh? Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get it. Let's get off the field.
From the gun, Costello. And that is incomplete.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
Here's Logan Cook now as he's on to punt for Jacksonville. And he uncorks a beauty. Best of the day. Returnable for Grant. A great return there of 22 yards. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
1. 44, Mike.
To throw again on second down. Mariota eluding the pressure right. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Josh Allen able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. And the Jags with 5 in the secondary now on third down.
3. Switch. You go tight. You got tight right there. Come on, switch it. 1. Watch it.
From the gun, Mariota. And that is incomplete. Had to pass there, third and long on your own side of the field. Just couldn't come up with anything.
That's why teams always talk about having to win the early downs, meaning you've got to gain yardage and set yourself up for third and short, because when it's third and long, the odds go down significantly trying to pick up the first down, even throwing the football.
Good work, boys. Let's go.
At their own 17-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12.
I like how they worked the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
Looking to throw. Costello. And he completes it to Westbrook. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Here's a 2nd and 7. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jason Verrett. A minute 55 left to go in the first half of play. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. A throw left side to start out. That's complete. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Now Joe Mixon fights free at the 5. 23 yards the pickup there.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
Here's 1st and goal, and gosh, points here, a chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime. They'll give it to Mixon, and he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
And a nice job defensively to keep him out of the end zone. He was trying to get his 2nd touchdown already in the first half.
They had that one earlier, was bidding for a 2nd. On 2nd and goal, one man stands in the backfield, and he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. Now the Bengals, they widen their lead. Extra point try good by Gano, and it's now 21-0. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half. Yeah,
and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
On 1st down, Costello firing quickly here, and that's complete. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half.
At the 47-yard line.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down.
Mike, check, 59.
2nd down and inches. And he'll get that to Fournette, complete. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. This quarterback now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10.
Go! He's coming in motion. Hey. Bravo! 41's the mic. Check, 41. I got you, boy.
Operating from the gun, Costello. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously, one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those 2 elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Go! 57's the mic. Come on, G! Hey, Zoo! Now!
Throwing again. Costello. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates are going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. Looking for Boyd, and he's got him. Touchdown, Bengals. Tyler Boyd, as the first half is winding down. Now the Bengals, they widen their lead. Gano the extra point, and the route is on here in this first half. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
2nd and 3. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. DJ Chark, the intended target, and it's 3rd and short. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This time it's 3rd and 3. The final shot before break. Costello. And that will be incomplete. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire...
Mixon hit, and all the ball is out.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
Bofo's the mic. Mike's Bofo. Cut. Kill. Watch it.
From the shotgun, it's Mariota. Open man is Ross, complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Blue 18. Watch the run. Switch.
On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. They're going to set up the screen here. This is Grant. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Marcus Mariota with his 3rd touchdown pass of the afternoon as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Extra point try good by Gano. And that will extend this big lead. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time.
The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Getting the sack, the big D tackle, Geno Atkins. I don't care if you're taking it in round one, you're undrafted, whatever. As a rookie quarterback in this league, you're going to have games where you face adversity like this.
Lessons. All the time you're going to face these lessons. The key for this guy is, will he be able to bounce back in the next one? Because right now, this has not been his game.
So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14.
Watch the out. Watch the out.
2nd and 14. And with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Pin the mirrors back and go full strip.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Costello. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Carl Lawson. The offensive line is in tatters as that's now 3 sacks in 3 plays. And he's able to get it out of there. And where will this be spotted? The side judge says it went out just across midfield.
46-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. The last time out, another touchdown, and I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the 4th quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this was just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me, trying to get to the airport.
That's
the roads
true.
will be fairly clear
that is
by the time we have to leave the booth.
At their 48-yard line.
Get the stop here, D.
Again, it's Mixon. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st.
3rd and 4.
Hey, tight. Check.
Working out of the gun, Mariota. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Josh Allen able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Here's Drew Kaiser now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. That'll be out of bounds, and how good was that? They'll say the 3-yard line. That's where they spot it.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
And from that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
There is no doubt that Geno Atkins is really strong and stout at the point of attack. But I love his suddenness, the ability to make plays, to be in one spot, and then he's gone. And into the offensive backfield, he's a heck of a player.
And there, a big TFL, tackle for loss.
Hard to believe that his father, Gene Atkins, was an NFL defensive back. He's bred this big defensive tackle.
There he goes, left side. Almost unstoppable on the ground there as that one is good for 39.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
On 1st and 10, Costello. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Credit the sack to the safety, Jesse Bates.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down.
Now! Hey, Alpha! Mike 5'9", Mike 5'9". I got one.
Back to throw. Costello. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. Back now in Cincinnati. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair.
Come on, set. 18 Gator. Pilot, 64, weak. Now.
Throwing on 1st down. Costello. That's out to his running back, Fournette. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way, lost yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you can move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
41's the mic. 41's the mic. Yep. Smooth. Watch the twist, watch the twist. 41 Mike, 41 Mike. Defense wins championships, baby. Shoot. X3, 218, chopper. 5. Shoot.
To throw on 2nd down, Costello. The open man is Westbrook. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
Wahoo! 41 Mike, right here, 41 Mike. Hey, defense, let's go! Mike 41, we've got to wedge that, huh? Let's set it. Ready?
From the gun on 3rd down, Costello, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has, but in his defense, he hasn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that?
In his defense, I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. And that right there is something we've seen, 15 times in NFL history. That will officially go down as a 60-yard field goal.
And everything has to be absolutely perfect for this to have any chance. He's got to get it out low and really drive through it. And I tell you, that was one heck of a kick. One heck of a decision on the sideline to even try it as well.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row. There were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Kill. Check 3. 1. Check. H3, 2, 8.
Back to Mixon on 1st down. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they won't put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Target.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 12 yards there and a first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Right there. I'm coming after you.
On the read option, it's Mariota. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Mixon. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. And now this defense trying to use the clock to their advantage. They'll take the timeout here with 2:08 left, and then they'll have another stop coming up at the 2-minute warning. And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on 3rd down. They'll stay on the ground, Mixon again. And they will advance this across midfield, but still well shy of a first as he's tackled at the 47. Give him 4 yards on the play, and that will lead us into the 2-minute warning. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. On now, Kaiser, the punter, sending it away. And that will hit and continue on out of bounds. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
On 1st down, Costello completes it to Lee. And he's only able to get it up to about the 2-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling him almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
A throw on the quick slant going to be complete. And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. 11 yards there, 1st down.
18 Gator. Hey, Haywood. Check 59, Mike. Mike is 50.
On 1st and 10, Costello. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. From the gun, Costello. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Geno Atkins got home that time.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Throwing left side here, and it's complete. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys in plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. That's a lot of time that they put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3. This is where the ball goes anymore.
So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears try to go for it on 4th. 4th down. Costello. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left.
And the Jaguars first down.
Here we go, set, 60 yards.
Hey, here we go.
Greystone, travel.
On the draw, this is Fournette. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And, partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, you know, it's preseason. This is week 1.
Oh, you're trying to say real football.
Yeah, real football.
Not preseason football where we shake down the rosters and figure out who's going to play, and maybe the starters don't play as much. Now it's the frontline guys from the first whistle.
Yeah, I tuned you out in the preseason. But now I'm listening to you.
This ain't nothing for the pack. Got 16 sitting in the lag. Whole squad all dressing all black. Every single last one of them got my back. Hey, 20 of us, that's 20 goons in them. Ice cream whip, triple school. I got 3 strikes, ain't got to lose. When it's all on the line, what you gonna do? Come on, I'm highly favored. Don't wanna play me, no conversation, ain't got time for no debating. It's for the taking, no hesitation. Don't try my patience. I'ma pour out one for the set, boy, till there's nothing left. On a run to the bread until we all got them baguettes. Hear them footsteps coming, cause we coming for the jet. We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I could never switch, not a day in my life. Long as my dogs, they by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die. We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I could never switch, not a day in my life. As long as my dogs, they by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die.